The door crashed open and Casper was off the table and on his feet before Tunsil reached him. "This way." Tunsil grabbed his collar and threw him through the waiting area and out the door. Casper stumbled and fell down the ramp, puckering to keep from excreting the crystal. They were already lined up. All his fellow prisoners, except one. Seamus, on his knees, near the smelter loading chute, Gorkos standing over his shoulder. Tunsil clopped Casper before he could regain his feet, then dragged him bodily toward the spot where Seamus knelt. "Your attention, everybody," Tunsil said, his voice echoing across the yard, as though 300 miners hadn't already given him their undivided attention. "You're here today to see what happens to fools who spout foolery and fools who drink it up. Seamus, you stand convicted of spouting foolery, and your sentence is death." "Buck you till you're raw, Tunsil," Seamus spat. Tunsil nodded to Gorkos, who grasped Seamus at nape and waistband and hurled him in one motion into the smelter chute. The machinery chunked and slurped and spun back up, done so fast that Casper could only stare. "Casper, you stand convicted of listening to a fool spout foolery. What the buck are you doing?" He'd dropped his drawers and was crapping on the ground. His fear sent his excrement shooting out in a stream, and a bluish stone plunked into the puddle. Casper grabbed it and whipped his closed fist toward Tunsil. "Away!" Tunsil blinked into oblivion. Casper pointed his fists at Gorkos. "Buck you too!" And Gorkos vanished. Casper looked at his excrement-splattered crystal, and then looked around at Tunsil's other henchmen. "What are you still doing here?" 5 fled, but 1 charged Casper. He pumped his fist, and the bucklick popped out of sight. Casper grinned at the rest of them. "What of the rest of you? What are you waiting for? You're free."